Hi, so in this topic, we are going to look at a few of the social media platforms which are very popular and being used by corporates extensively. These platforms are Quora, Pinterest, Google Plus, and Instagram. So let's go through each one of them one by one. So first one is Quora. And Quora is typically a Q&A website, question and answer. Anyone can ask a question and anyone can answer. The best part about Quora is that some of the biggest startup CEOs, some of the biggest tech guys, some of the biggest executives are on Quora, and they love to answer questions about their company. They love to share their wisdom with everyone out there, so that the content out there in Quora is very rich and it's first hand. So I have seen questions on Facebook being answered by people who are right up there and who are working with Mark Zuckerberg. I have seen questions on technology being answered by people who have written that technology, etc. So you get the answers right from the first hand, and that's where that's what makes Quora very interesting. It has a significant population user base and it's growing. So a lot of people use it for content curation. For example, you want to understand what kind of questions are people asking, what is the pain point, etc. You can also put questions and do a survey of people. So those things are there. It's also used for idea generation. And a lot of people are on Quora to establish thought leadership on the web. So for example, if you answer 20 questions every day on search engine marketing, and of course lot many people will read that, and that's a good way for you to establish yourself as a leader in that area, individually, like as a person or as a company. A lot of people also do lead generation. For example, you can search for people looking for your products. So let's say that you offer app development services, and you can go out to Quora and search for people who are looking for app developers or have questions about various aspects of app development, etc. And you can answer their question and tell them that, hey, look, if you want to know more, you can check us out here. So it's a very good platform. So now I'm going to take you to Quora. And so Quora is Quora.com, Quora.com. And once you come here, this is how it looks like. And like I was telling you, so see, look at this. So Adam D'Angelo is Quora CEO, and he's also here. He's answering questions, etc. And you can see questions being answered by some of those really, really important people. So you can see this Anthony Ye, a software engineer at Google. He's answering questions, around work-life balance at Google. Um, there are many such questions, that gets answered directly from the people you would like to hear. So Adam Lasnik, like another product developer. Kirtika Reddy is Facebook CEO in India. She leads Facebook in India. So you can see a lot of people here, and they can actually answer questions that you may have. So it's a great platform. And whenever there are questions around your interest level, you may get a notification, etc. And so you can actually answer them. You can see what are the questions, what are the areas which are trending right now. So Maria Sharapova is trending, Kanhaiya Kumar is trending. So you can see all those stuff. You have your profile here, Amitav, and you can actually go and see the profile, and in the profile you can write about, put in the details that you know about and that you would love to ask, love to answer questions about. Okay, so you can do all that. So these are some of the things that I love talking about. And so the social part of Quora is that people can follow you. So like I follow some people around. So when you follow people, and if they're answering something, it's going to come down and it's going to show up in your notification window, and you can see what people are saying and answering. So it's a nice Q&A, something that you must explore, I must say, because there is a lot of great content out there, and you also have an opportunity to go out there and make your mark. Second platform is Pinterest. And to talk about Pinterest, it's the two parts. One is pin. So, and second is interest. So essentially, it's a way to pin articles and images that you are interested in and put them on a board that you have online. So you have to think of Pinterest as a kind of a board that you have in your office, at your home, on the wall, and you pin a lot of cutouts, newspaper clippings, important documents on that board. So Pinterest is a kind of a online avatar for that board. And here, so what you do is that, let's say that you are browsing, and I'll show you how this works. So let's say you are browsing on the internet, you see nice images, nice pictures, you can actually pin it. And when you pin it, that particular image is saved onto your board in Pinterest. And from Pinterest, then you can go back to and view the same picture as and when you want to. So it's like collecting images from the web, putting it up on your board, which sits on Pinterest. So I'll actually demonstrate this product to you. And then you can actually look at it for future reference. The number of users is 100 million users. So it's getting the critical mass, just 1/3 of, say, Twitter, a little less than 1/3 of LinkedIn, about 10% of Facebook, but it's getting there. Now, what is so unique about Pinterest is 85% of the users are females. And the reason is that Pinterest has done very well in certain category, which is like food, fashion, health. Those are the areas wherein Pinterest is really picked up, and there are great images and infographics around this area, which essentially interest women and young women, like women which are like 35 and below. Use Pinterest very aggressively. So if you are in the business of selling to a target audience like this, like you are a makeup company, or you are a company that sells accessories, e-commerce, shoes, bags, or you are a chef, food, fashion, then of course Pinterest is the product for you. And other part of Pinterest is that the images are very well optimized. So it's very high resolution images optimized for the web. So it doesn't take too much time to load images on Pinterest. So you can browse through hundreds of images quickly, and those images are pretty sharp and very nicely done for the web. Now, as a next step, Pinterest has started enabling e-commerce through pins. So what now the companies are doing is that they take let's say that you are an e-commerce portal and you sell dresses, you sell bags. So you take pictures of your dresses and bags, convert them into a pin and put it up on Pinterest. So anyone who likes that pin can actually click on it and come to your website and buy. So Pinterest started enabling e-commerce, and I'm sure and through that it's also their way to advertise, and they charge companies who are actually using the e-commerce part and for the traffic that they are sending to these people. So they have been experimenting with advertising, and slowly and steadily they are picking up. So let's go to Pinterest and see what this product looks like. So here I am. So Pinterest.com/Amitav26. This is my board, right? So, and it's like I was telling you, so you can actually, first thing you have to do is create a board, and you can create, and one board can be about a topic. So I've already created a few boards for the home, I recently, a couple of years back, got a new accommodation. So I was trying to organize my home, and there were some nice infographics. So I started putting all those images here in this board. Products I love, favorite places that I like to go to, health and wellness, food, any information about food, books worth reading. So I've actually created different boards. Running. So I like running a little bit, funny things, etc. So you create these boards and you put images in those boards. And, for example, if I want to look up images around running, so I have actually collected some of them around exercising. I really love this infographic on exercising. And if I want to know more, I also have this website from where this has been taken. So I can actually click here and go and read more about this infographic. So that is the basic utility. So you find an image on the web, you pin it to one of the boards, and you can keep reviewing that board, and you can go back. So it's a nice way to archive images that you find on the internet. So let's go to say NDTV. Let's say that I go to NDTV and I see this, so I see this Mark Zuckerberg article and I really like it and I want to archive it. So you can see, can you see this? So there is a small pin that shows up. So one thing you have to do is, once you start using Pinterest, you'll have to download this pin thing, and when you download this pin, there will be a pin on your browser. It will just say pin, P, and whenever an image opens up, they will show you pin it. Okay, and by clicking on pin it, this image will be captured and they will give you the options where you can actually pin. So these are the boards that I have. So let's say that this is a Mark Zuckerberg. I may want to put it here in my home page. So I say pin it here, and then this thing is saved. And so let me go back here. Let me just refresh my page. Yes, and it does seem like that pin has been stored here. So here you go. Here is that pin which I just pinned it, and and whenever I want, I can go back to that NDTV article which is about Mark Zuckerberg and this VR thing which is going on. So this is the primary use case for Pinterest, but I'll also show you how brands are using it. So let's say I say fashion, or let me just say handbag. So let me say handbags, and I can actually, and so so you can see these beautiful handbags, and so some of these handbags are actually put up by the retailers themselves. So you can see the lovely image, and you can see a little bit, so Karen Millen bags, Christy Evans, so is the name of the store. And if you want to buy it, so in some of them you see that there are also a little bit of write-up on what this bag is all about. And let's say that if you want to know more about the price, etc., let's say that I love this, then all I have to do is that click on this link and I'll be taken to the website, and then if I want, I can really buy this product. So Pinterest has now started sending traffic to these e-commerce sites, and that's where it's become very interesting for the e-commerce players. And in some of these pins are also like e-commerce pins. So Pinterest charges money to these retailers whenever they send traffic to their websites. The next one that I wanted to talk to you about is called Google Plus. This is one platform that I use every day because of some of the features that it has. And it's very, very important from a SEO perspective because it's product from Google. Google owns Google Plus. So they value the post which is written in Google Plus, and they also show up pretty fast in the Google search results. So if you're keen on SEO, use Google Plus, and whatever content that you're putting out on Facebook, etc., you should also put it out on Google Plus. Important from SEO perspective. Now, the original thought behind Google Plus was that of a circle. So initially Google said that, look, whatever you post on whether Facebook and Twitter, it actually goes out to everyone who is following you. Now you actually are friends with different kind of people. Like for example, like on Facebook, let's say you've got 300 friends. Now some of them may be friends from your childhood, whom you are very familiar with, very comfortable with to talk anything. Some of them may be friends from your housing complex that you maybe meet a couple of times a day, while some of them may be friends who are colleagues in your office, with whom you have a very formal relationship. Then also there are people who are friends on Facebook, and who are your siblings, your brother, sister, cousins, your family members. So essentially Google said that, look, while all of them are like friends on Facebook, but you deal with them, you talk to them differently. Like there are different parts of yourself that you expose to each of these circles. So Google Plus initially concept was that you actually have a different circles of friends. So you have say 100 friends, you can actually divide them into say 10 different circles. Now Facebook adopted it as a list. So you have different circles, and with each circle you can share differently. So whenever you are sharing something, you can decide for which circle is this. You can make it for all the circles, or only for your family, only for your friends, only for your MBA schoolmates, whatever it is. Now, one good feature about Google Plus is Hangout, and it's a very nice, very neat video conference feature through which you can chat, do a video chat. So if you've not tried out, do try out. It's very nice. The users, there are large number of users because it's very well integrated with Gmail. So if you are using Gmail, it's very easy for you to use Google Plus. But the usage is a little limited, and that's where Google is getting hammered, and they're trying different things to make sure that the usage increases on Google Plus. There are no ads as yet. So I'll show you where to actually go. So once you are in your Gmail, and on the right hand side, you will see these buttons. And on that button, one of them is Google Plus. So if I click on this Google Plus, then your Google Plus actually page shows up. And here you can actually put in your update, like what's new for you. It's like your Facebook update. And here you can actually put in your update, right? And put a picture, a link, location. And here you can actually make this update for one of your circles. So it's not essential that you put everything for everyone. So here you can actually make your one update for one kind of a circle. So you can do all those stuff. And here all the updates that of people you are following, they all show up here. Or if you are part of any community, any group. So this is kind of your timeline, and then all the updates actually show up here. So this is what it is. Now here they have a good amount of community. So if you are essentially interested in photography, business, there are some very active community out there who share their learnings, etc. Then you have to also make sure that you have actually set up your profile pretty well. So here is your profile, and you have to make sure that your profile is set up pretty well. And in the profile, your previous updates, the ones that you are sharing, actually will show up. Under people, you will see all the people that you are following, and people who are following me. So you can do that. Here are your circle, like if you create your circle, they show up. So I can see that so this is my friend circle is here. So if I click on my friends, all my friends will show up, my family will show up, etc. So I can actually look up the streams of my friends and family. So actually I have defined my friends and family, my circles very narrowly, so that I can target them. And so here is all my circles. And I can actually check out who is my circle, etc. So this is about Google Plus. No advertising as yet, I was telling you, and we will see if Google decides to add advertising in Google Plus. The last platform that I want to show you is Instagram, which is like a photo sharing app. It's kind of a very native to mobile devices, mobile phones. It's got a great usage, 400 million plus users and growing, and it's now being bought over by Facebook. So now it's very well integrated with Facebook, and that's why when you create a Facebook ad, you can also have it show up on people's Instagram. Its users are 50-50, about 49% female, 51% male. So pretty nice mix of people. 90% of the users are younger than 35. You can see that it's meant for the young folks, less than 35 years old. Yeah, so so initially Instagram was used as a photo sharing. So you take a picture, you can actually apply great filters, and your pictures will start looking much better, and then you share it with people who are following you. But now these you can now tag those pictures, and people can search by tags. So nowadays, like on Pinterest, Instagram is now being used by a lot of promoters, a lot of companies. So let's say I am on my Instagram, like this is the web interface, and I can see that in Urban Ladder, which is a company that sells furniture, their poster. And like their post, they can also create ads and show it to me. It shows table, chair, accessories, stuff that they are selling. And then I can also see updates from people that I am following, etc. So this has become pretty useful and pretty neat platform. So if you are actually promoting or working for companies which have very visual products, like which are selling things like furniture, e-commerce, etc., especially for younger lot of people, targeted at younger lot of people, then you may think about using Instagram, because there are lots and lots of users out there. So that's it. Thank you.